First dream now fulfilling and playing out confirms other dream visions. I am going to do my best to tie in what I have seen in dream visions from the very first video I put up on this channel now over a year ago and show you how they are playing out. These are key signs, important signs for things to come. The first dream I had was after 3 years of no praying, no Bible due to a series of visions shown to me in 2014, 2015 and then 2016. The content of the final vision was so powerful and revealed so much that I still cannot believe it. I was told what to mention from that vision and what not to mention. Some of those visions are mentioned on the channel. After these visions, I did not want anything to have any more, but I thought perhaps I am just crazy. Such was the intensity of the dream visions. In 2019, through illness, I had a voice come into my mind to test all things. Pray on your knees. I prayed that evening for a sign. Almighty, show me a sign that what you have shown me is true. I asked for a specific date. It was not to test to Almighty, but to make sure I would not profane the Almighty name. I said, "O Lord, if what I have seen is true, please show me by Saturday." I do so not to test you, Mighty One of Israel, but to put it out of my mind. I asked for the answer to come by the Saturday, which at that stage was 4 days away. I went to bed that evening and had the first dream vision in 3 years, and in that dream vision is what I am going to speak about in this video, along with combine it with the other dreams. This is a very important update on these dream visions, to show you how fast things are playing out. Some of what was shown in later dream visions which I did not know I would have confirm the following. Dear brothers and sisters, pray in the Spirit, ask the Almighty through Christ, test the Spirit and ask, is this not a miracle? It is simply too coincidental to be chance that the following is playing out like it is. The first dream I told you I was in London. Later I identified this area as Trafalgar Square. I saw that Christianity would be shelved. The doves were shot. They were placed in a museum. They were shelved as if some relic of the past. I later found out through this entire COVID-19 pandemic that the 2 doves represent Magna Carta and common law. Those laws are built on and around Christian values found in the Old Testament. They are essentially Mosaic laws, the laws given to Moses. I saw that the ducks flew out of the oak tree of a singing chorus of birds. The ducks represent South Africa. South Africa leaves this tree. I believe it could be the Commonwealth. I see the ducks fly out fast and the shots went off. The doves were shot. Later in the dream I saw and knew in the spirit what was going on. At that stage I did not identify the 2 doves as the Magna Carta nor common law. I also at that stage did not realize this was Trafalgar Square. It took me 2 weeks, I believe, to find the location, and I found it by pure accident while watching someone else's video. This is how I identified the location. When Christianity was shot, when the laws were shot down and shelved, I found myself in a glass dome, and on the other side of the dome I see a British policeman walking. I asked him, why did you shoot the doves? Why did you kill the peace? Why did you remove Christianity? When he heard me through this glass, he knew exactly what I was asking. At first he shrugged his shoulders, and when I asked him the same question the second time, he flatly ignored me. Then the Holy Spirit spoke through me. It was not my voice. I said to the police officer, because you have removed Christianity, Magna Carta and common law, you will destroy yourself. At that stage, as I finished those exact words, a scroll opened before me. I could not read the writing. It was in gold writing, in a cursive font. I knew what the scroll read, though not being able to understand it. I can't explain this one. I knew in the spirit what it said, what it was. It was written in, I believe, some angelic or some heavenly language, but I knew it. This was the prophecy of the seer of South Africa, Sina van Rensburg. I saw the prophecy of Russia in that scroll. It was the scroll regarding the Russian attack. Just as the scroll rolled open in front of me, as it unfolded, it then shut. It was rolled up like you roll up some map, and as the scroll finished rolling up, there I saw the flash of light in the background. The nuclear strike. It was aimed at Trafalgar Square but missed and hit Leicester Square. The shooting of the doves breaks the peace. The first to fly out of the tree were the ducks. I did not know what the ducks meant. I looked in the seer's words and he said ducks represent South Africa. So I took it from the book written about the seer's visions that the ducks represent South Africa, the whites, the Afrikaners. Now ladies and gentlemen, please open your eyes so you can see how close events are to unfolding. Since COVID lockdowns, Magna Carta and common law were scrapped. They killed the peace by shelving those documents. I was shown last year July that when the chains coming undone for South Africa in 18 months from the dream. As told to me by what I can only describe as an angel of bright light. The angel told me, tell the nation their century of bondage will end in 8 months' time. 8 months later lockdown hit South Africa. When I researched this date, March 2020. It turns out it marks the century of the joining of the League of Nations by Jan Smuts and the creation of the Reserve Bank of South Africa, and both those events occurred in March a century earlier. The same dream about the chains coming undone. After the chains came undone, I saw England's problems begin. I saw Russia, but in the dream I felt there was going to be more than a Russian problem. I put up a vision I had about the women setting the grass alight in England. Civil unrest will start with the women and the masks. In that dream, as crazy as it sounds, I saw people getting fined for wearing masks and not about people not wearing masks. So I do not know where or when this fits in here. Now let me tie this in together. Either this is random or some crazy person writing this, or it is exactly what it was, a dream vision. Only you can decide by looking at present events unfolding or mentioned in those dreams and visions found on the channel. Just today, on the 19th of September 2020, the riots were taking place in London about the laws regarding COVID-19 and abuse of civil rights and liberties. The laws, the common law and Magna Carta, have been broken. The people are rising up, the peace is broken. It was reported just last week that Britain has broken international law with the way they want to go about their Brexit regarding Ireland. To add icing to the cake, it is none other than a woman on a loudspeaker calling up, stoking the crowds, and for the cherry on the cake, where in London is it taking place? None other than Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square is where the peace would be broken, shown to me. The laws would be broken. The later vision showed me women will set the grass alight. The leader behind the speaker is a woman who is setting the grass alight in Trafalgar Square. While our nation's chains and century of bondage come undone, the ducks fly from the tree. Now to South Africa, we see since March how many groups, bikers, marchers are calling for a change.